Here we are with the Tall City Tower by Lego City. This is set number 60473. Contains, I think, 1,961 pieces. Retails for $209.99, and the set was provided by the Lego Group for reviews. Thank you, Lego. And yeah, so this is what we're going to be building here, this big monster. And in the last installment, we did put together this nice little police squad car with our detective here, or agent, whatever you want to call her. And in addition, we found out it comes with a brick separator. That's even better. And we decided we're going to break this set down into smaller parts. And it's a little easier to digest in terms of smaller pieces. So in this installment, we're going to put together, looks like the fire car. You know, these are nice cars for being just, you know, police and fire. And yeah, I'm getting tired of putting together that type of stuff too. But, you know, that's just how it is. Okay, well, we'll set this off to the side here. We're going to build this one. And yeah, smaller sections are easier to digest because I'm going to dump them all in a playlist eventually, and you can just put the playlist on, you know, play and watch the whole thing if it was whole. So it's not like I have to film big old installments. I'm still processing videos, but I hadn't even started this one yet. And yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. And today, it's still the 11th of June 2025. Like 103 outside and miserably hot, but at least we're putting together a fire car in the house, not doing these outside. I wish I could do them outside, though. And, well, I wonder how bad that's scratched up there. Is it like the other one? Well, I won't know. That one's not too bad. It wasn't like the other one was kind of pitted. And yeah, I'm going to put together our firefighter and the fire she's got to put out. Alright, let's get this situated for you here. Alright. And yeah, this is another one of those vehicles. And then this will be its own little build installment too. And I prefer them small like this. When we get to the big building, we're just going to do them in build. I think I'm just going to do them in building guide formats. I think there's only going to be 8 build installments. It's a little excessive, but I kind of just don't want to spend so much. Well, I put that on backwards. Somebody will point that out. It's better to do it like this than just try to guzzle everything down. So. And I think this is probably the last one I'm going to be doing for the evening. But with it this small, I can easily get back on there. I can easily just process smaller pieces. So here's her headgear. Okay, I got her done. And now we got to do the flame parts. Yeah, waiting all these extra weeks for the set, yeah, it's a little too much. But, you know, at least it's something. There's one of those. We got to make 2 of them. Yes, it's, no, you can, no, this one's actually got numerals by it, so we'll know. And my mom made a dinner tonight. These smoked sausages, and she just threw them in the microwave. Man, I just didn't have the heart to tell her that it tasted like rubber. I mean, it was bad. And I've already had enough junk food to last me a lifetime. Alright, I got those out of the way. But don't tell her. Okay, now we need to get a vehicle chassis. I gotta find the junk bag that had all the parts in there. Okay, I don't know what those are for. Boy, those are really scratched. Look at this. Look at that. That's pretty bad there. What the heck's going on? What are you doing, Lego? That's some 8x16 tiles. Oh, that's a bag. Yeah. The high shiny. I like the matte ones better, but no. So, I think it's just easier to break these into build installments. Smaller ones is easier to manage. So if I'm tired or I don't feel like doing the whole thing, I don't want to sit for an hour and a half, or if I have to get up, it's not like I'm dedicated to finishing up a whole entire lengthy video. The other one's like 20 minutes, so if I put this one here, it'd probably be 40 minutes. I'd have to do 3 of these back to back, and I figured, well, why bother? Why don't I just put them in a playlist, and then it'd be a lot better. Yeah, just trying to survive the heat. Sound kind of down and depressed. Yeah, usually the heat does that to me. It just wears me down, and drama around here sometimes is just a little too much, so I kind of just have to hide from it. Let's see. Sorry, I'm kind of zoning out here right now. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to be focusing on probably the rear part of the bumper. It could be the front, we don't know. Nothing bad about doing these big, massive, large sets. It's not like I can get them done quickly unless I spend all day doing one build. And right now it's kind of a not too it's not too bad. Not really my particular favorite color scheme here, but we are putting it together. And then after that, we put the radiator grills on it. My stomach is still growling. So what I'm going to do after this is I'm just going to wait, make some popcorn, and then watch a movie before I go to bed. And then just be like, oh, I wasn't hungry at the time, but now I am. You know, just be like, you know, hey, I could have just... And it's too hot to go outside and barbecue. Yeah, I should have done the train first, but I think the train's the next biggest one. I may have an area to do the train, but I would like to do something a little different. I don't know, if I could set it up outside, I'd like to do it somewhere where we can, this is where I wish I had a GoPro. You know what I forgot to do? Turn on the ring light here. If I had a GoPro, I could do a train view, like a first-person view. I'm riding the train. This is going to be a nice car we're going to be using strictly for this. Alright, well these are kind of new. I think I've seen them before, but I've never seen those brackets that often. Well, that doesn't want to go in, does it? There we go. And let's see here. Put that there. And I will be right back. All right, my apologies. All right. Okay. Jay, you sound out of it. Yeah, I am. I'm kind of just, that kind of mood right now. 1x3 panels. Those are kind of hard to find. Yeah, it's going to be one of those summers where I'm just going to be trying to cool off and stuff and not say a whole lot. Now, I have a feeling that this is going to be mirrored on the other side. Why wouldn't they? So what I'm going to propose to do is just stick these on now on both sides. Okay. That's what we do. So now we're on step 19. I have it like that now. They even tell us to rotate it, or am I not paying attention? Oh yeah, they did. So I'm not paying attention. I know after this, I'm probably going to go outside, bear the heat, and I need to set up, I got to start planning out how I want to do some sprinklers in our flower beds. I got a flower bed running across like the side of the pool, and I want to put some sprinklers in there, where if I ever want to add more sprinklers to it, I can just screw them in. I got some along the back fence that I did a long time ago, and if I need to put sprinklers in there, I just add them as I go. And if I don't need them, I put a cap in there and cap them off. So it makes it a little easier to just upgrade if I need to, and so I can save more water, which is starting to work. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit more for you here. Yeah, so this is not too bad. This one's keeping my interest. I'm just a little tired. But I think the smaller episodes will be a lot better. And if I have to, I'll just do one per each bag, then so be it. And then there'll be 16 installments. It's not like I want to do that, but I may do that. Well, these are kind of weird. And now my girlfriend and I were talking about another trip. And we kind of just learned not to say it around anybody in the family, so we just kind of keep it kind of quiet since nobody here likes to do anything fun. Okay, these are very rare. I don't really ever see these in ridge tiles in red. Well, we're getting there. Now we got to do the front bumper and grill. Yeah, if you like the shorter videos, let me know. I know some people are going to be like, well, Jay, I'd like to fall asleep to these. Like I said, they'll be all dumped in a playlist. But the other bags, I think my limit will be an hour and 30 minutes. So there'll be plenty of long ones to come. But I think I'm going to break them down to building guides. So okay, let's focus on this building guide. But some building guides may have 3 bags. We don't know, and if they do, that's probably just bigger pieces. Let's say each one of these vehicles is about 125 pieces. So by the end of this installment, we'll probably have 250 pieces done, approximately. And that's not too terribly bad. And then after that, that gets shoved in there. Okay. Get that pressed in there. Yeah, but that smoked sausage was like eating a rubber stick, like an eraser or something. It was really chewy. And usually I put mine over the grill, or I put them in the over a flame or something. But my mom will sometimes get to what I call lazy mode, and she'll want to do that. I'm like, oh, what a waste of food. And I just could barely finish it. Still hungry right now. And we don't put the strings on. I thought maybe we do. I like these where you can put the string on there. It's better than tying knots. So for me, hey, those are a winner for me. I like those. There we go. These little ridge tiles too are pretty cool. Oh, I thought those lined up, but they don't quite line up. Making sure I'm... Okay, these are actually supposed to face... Yeah, they're supposed to face inside. Okay, what would go in there then? Is that just like a decoration part? I guess it is, because there's a crate that goes right in the middle here. So it looks like that comes out. But if you notice, though, I've been kind of incorporating a bunch of these type of builds with the unboxing, because my goal eventually is to get rid of the whole entire expanded review and just make these into reviews. So what you'll be watching is going to be how I'm doing things in the future. Just be a live build. And as far as for tours, I'll probably still keep those with the builds. Not sure how I would do it. Well, that doesn't go like that. I got the stupid white hair poking in the face. Oh, something just fell out. Careful, it's kind of brittle. That's meant to come out, though. What is this, a mailbox in the back? So they're taking the mailbox for a ride? Okay, so we're using these here. We got to make 2 of them. Get that out of my hands. You got to make them like that with the hinge on the left. And then they use these to hang over. I guess it's like that. I thought it was going to be some wings or something. Really not. Yeah, I got to find a movie to watch tonight, so got to think of something. Maybe watch a disaster movie or something. Maybe watch Red Dawn. I don't know. Find something to watch that'll keep me entertained. Or better, yeah, I'll put it on the cartoon channel. Watch those vintage cartoons until I doze off. Alright, and then now we got to put together the stud launcher thing. Oh, goodness, I hate these stupid things. And yeah, I despise them. A buddy of mine just doesn't even put these in there. He's like, I don't want to have to pick that stuff up, so I leave mine out. I'm like, yeah, I should do that too. So goes on the back of the winch, so we'll stick that there, and then you gotta take the blue finger and you gotta finger it down in there. So here we go. And then this just rests inside this jumper plate like that. It's supposed to. Like that right there. This stupid mailbox thing keeps falling out. If people would stop putting the mailbox on fire, we wouldn't have to worry. Oh no, we got to put a sticker on it. So all this time we got to do some, we got to tag that. So we need sticker number 4. And that would be one of these here. So we'll put that on there. And yeah, I do rip these off when I'm done if this was really important. They did the one for the police car. Why are we doing it with the with this car? I don't know. And then now we got to do the tires. Yeah, so this one here is about 20-25 minutes long. So yeah, it's just better because I would have probably stopped after 2 or maybe 3 of these or so. So I think just breaking it down into building guide form might be better. But I'm going to look at the building guides 5, 6, 7, and 8. And if they are what I'm thinking they are, I may have to just break it down even more. Maybe do a bag a session. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. I have not made up my mind. This is like putting together like a poly bag, like a little small city set. And then there we go. But I have a couple of, oh that's right, I have one of each, except for these right here. These are the stud things. And I need to put all these in a container, but this is what we have remaining. It's not too bad, but that's a lot of parts, but you will need some of the round tiles for the stud launcher. But I don't want to mess with those. And thank you everyone for subscribing and being contributors to my main channel. I appreciate it. Thank you to my Patreon supporters and my customers for purchasing building guides. You know why? Because I can write my own instead of using Legos. And I can share my ideas with everybody. And thank you for those who stick around and watch my videos. So, this is essentially what bag 2 builds here. Does he fit in here with the headgear? We will find out now. Will he fit in there? I'm just going to set him in here, drop him in loose, and see. No, he does not. Well, he does now. He's laying in there taking a nap. So, yeah, he does fit in there. And, yeah, this model here is not too bad, but I'm going to be honest with you. I know where some of you are coming from with it. How many more police and fire trucks do we need to be building? It's the same old thing. Why don't we build like a car dealership or something? But you're supposed to use this here to shoot out the fire, which I can live without that. We'll just pretend that it hits it, knocks it out. But honestly, it's not a bad build. This is a nice little submodel in itself. And just with that and this other car here, these can be dropped into a Lego city as is. They're self-contained. And if you stop now, you've got complete models here you can use. So tell me what you think.